to Eskdale campsite. This is a National Trust campsite. It's actually a lot smaller than it looks on the map. Hi everyone, welcome back to the inside of my camper van. I'm staying in here. I'm not in a tent today, I'm staying in the van in the Lake District in Eskdale, somewhere near Scafell Pike, so just a little bit south of that. I haven't looked at a map. I don't even know what walks there are to do around here. I've got my little dog, right behind him. He's still in there in his little jacket. Doesn't like the inside of the van. He's getting used to it. So we got here today about 3 o'clock, 3:30. And then I've just been messing around setting up the van. I'll do some proper pictures. I'll film it properly tomorrow of what I've got outside. I did bring a lot of stuff. Little kitchen unit. There is underneath that tea towel. There is actually a sink and a gas hob. And there's some drawers down there. I have got electric hookup, so I brought a little heater. Although at the moment, because we've had the heater on, if you can see, it's 21 degrees. I turned it off about 10-15 minutes ago, and it's holding the heat. There's my hookup. This is a Chapel Motorhomes little bench conversion thing, and it does, if it sorts itself out, it does have its own power down there. Thermal window stuff, curtains at the back, not thermal, more thermal window blinds. And all I've done is shove that up at the front of the window because I need to get a proper one. Although it actually does work and it does a really good job of holding the heating. My electric hookup cable coming through the window there. At the moment there's crap everywhere, like the shopping bags there and stuff and all the dog stuff. This is the first time that I've stayed in this setup properly for a few nights, so I've probably massively overpacked. And I know I've overpacked, just judging by the amount of crap there is. I don't need all this stuff. I brought everything that I normally use for tent camping. Also, I'm at the National Trust campsite in Eskdale, and they have Wi-Fi. Uh-oh, what's up with Barry? Are you alright, little Barrington? Are you okay? Good boy. You're not cold, are you? You're just eating your food. Some boxes of stuff. To be honest, I didn't need all that stuff. We just turned up with it, so lesson learned for next time. This is the first time I've stayed in it proper, as it is now. So that's where little Barrington sleeps. That's where I sleep. I put these cushions are actually quite hard. Don't like sleeping on them, so I'll put a 3/4 length sim on top. And there's all my junk. At the moment, I've got a heater there. That's turned off. Power's not onto it. But I've got an electric hookup there for lamp, phone charger, heater. These do work. I'll show you inside. Got a torch out because it's dark in there, but you can see in there there's a jackery and plug socket here. There's a plug there, and if you plug that into the jackery, powers those sockets. But these sockets, but it won't power a heater. So if I could be bothered, I would have brought that in through the back and then put it in here, because there's an opening at the back, and then plugged it in and then could have used those, but I couldn't be bothered. Instead what I've done is brought the hookup wire through the window instead of through the boot. As you can see, there's stuff everywhere. So that's my rucksack and my hiking stuff. That silver blanket goes on the windscreen at night. I put that seat down. There's dog stuff, my food, dog's blanket here, and a cushion I use for a pillow. Some curtains on the back, which you might not be able to see very well. There they are. Get these in. These are them curtains. Actually work quite well. Got them from Amazon, £20. Hang on. Got another pair here. These. From Amazon. They stick on with magnets. Very good. Got myself a little light here. Does the job. And then I have a torch as well, because I find my way around at night in the campsite, and I normally just stick that to the seatbelt thing there. So here, you can see, that's my coffee that I had in the morning, is a gas stove and a little sink that does come with a plug socket and the tap. Now, here's the thing with the jackery. If you're using the jackery just to power the plug sockets, there's a pump, and it doesn't power the pump to the sink. There's some wastewater bottles at the back. So I use it. I don't use the tap for water. There's 2 compartments in the back. There's 2 like plastic tubs essentially. One's for wastewater that goes down, and one's meant to have a pump in it for clean water to come up. But I don't use it. I'll show you what I use later on, because it's going to be cold water anyway. The cooker or the hob, the gas for that is down here. So when I bought this, it came with one of those like 3 kilogram bottles. I think it's 907 camping gas 907 canister, or huge bottle thing, basically, whatever they call them. And it was too big. Well, I never used that in 200 years. I didn't want it, and also for one of those to be gas safe, you have to drill a hole in the bottom of the car, and I didn't want to do that. So in here is the gas, and if you can see, pull that out. So there's the regulator for the gas, and what I've done is bought one of these. So there's 2 connections on it. There's that one for the 907 massive cartridge thing, and that one for one of these CV300 or CV, I think you can get bigger ones, CV470 or something they're called, and that works absolutely fine. I've used this now for 3 trips, and there's hardly any of it been used so far, and it's exactly the same. At the moment it's turned off. Turn it on. Just like shut it again, and it just stays in there. I've kept the old regulator that was on there, and this is me thing for what I bought. Keep that. There is a strap there to hold it in, but I always take that off. As soon as I'm not camping anymore, I just unplug it, and then there's nothing connected to the gas. And there's a there's a table there. It just sits across, and then it makes that space a bit more usable. It's much easier when you're cooking and trying to eat, and that just comes off. It slots off. Quite a lot of space inside these cupboards, if you don't cram it full of crap like I do. And my cameras, bits of electronics and things are in there. Shift that out of the way. And there's a big empty space at the bottom down there, which did have some clothes in it. And then similarly for this bench, we've got the big bench here, and these do lift up, so there's plenty of space under there to store stuff. And as you can see here, that bit with the box underneath it is an extension, so there's 2 cushions there and a extra bit there. So I'll show you under here. So they're out of the way. So that's how the 2 cushions work, and then under here is the bed extension. So there it is, little 1-person camper van just for me and the dog, who is shivering outside. I think I need to get him a mat to sit on. Oh well. He's a little bit scared of it. It's the first time he's ever been anywhere in the car, a long distance, and we didn't give him any drugs. Like, he wasn't drugged up. he dealt with it himself. There was lots of drooling, but that's about it. And then he finally fell asleep. He gave in and fell asleep. And he's doing all right, bless him. He's only 14 months now, so yeah, he's just over a year old. So because I use the jackery for other things inside the house, and when I go tent camping, and also because I don't think I'll be able to keep a leisure battery charged properly, and I want to get solar panels and stuff like that, I haven't got, or I don't use the tap. So if I turn that up, there's no power to it, there's no water in it, nothing there. So instead what I use is these, which I'm just using now, which in itself, all it does is it's just a cloth, and then I use a bottle of Evian or a bottle of water. You just pour that in there, and it basically does exactly the same thing as a tap. It's only cold water that will come out of the thing at the bottom, and it just means that I don't have to fanny about filling that tank up underneath. I do have to be mindful though of how much I'm putting into the waste, because there's no way of measuring, like the two tanks at the bottom are the same size, and there's no way of measuring how much water I'm putting in. Pull it out. So I've got to keep mindful of how full the tank is at the back. I'll get round there in a bit and film it. I have got the tarp across the back of it, so it's not in the best position, but I find it easier to just do that, in all honesty. Right, go back into the waste. We shall go and check it as well. Make sure the waste is working. So that's that. Get my tea towel. You can have a look. Nope, right then. So we go in the back. This little door here. Then wastewater there. This one is supposed to be clean water, and that's the pump that's supposed to go in it, but I don't use it. And that there, you can see, we are on a slight slant, but that's all the wastewater going in there through this pipe at the top. You can see it. So, got to remember before I set off to take that out and put the lid on it. That's in the at the back, so that's the sink. There's the waste pipe going down there, well sealed. That's the power to the pump for the tap that I don't use. Because it's so windy, I've had to take down the, I'll show you. I have to take down the blue tarp that we had outside. That's the dog going crazy. I don't know what he's doing. Because I haven't got that, I had to make some room inside. So I've tidied that up a bit. I got rid of a lot of the stuff that I had. I also reconfigured the bed. So that's what I do with the boxes and the one cushion. Instead of using that board which I've just put there. And then it also means then I'll be able to put the seat back up. The front seat, and on the front seat we've sorted it out so that there's doggy stuff on that side, my stuff on that side, and left that clear. And then if you look this way, I'll get rid of that table thing before I go to sleep. I've just got my sleeping bag in the bag for the sleeping mat under there. I'll move that in a minute. What's up, little buddy? You alright? You okay? Are you tired? Do you need to go sleepies? Do you need to go sleepies? I think you do. You're gonna lie down. You a sleepy boy? You want sleepies? Yeah? You want sleepies? Good boy. Chucking it down. I'm gonna put the heater back on and lie down again.